This is my second tie-dye for Destiny 2 The Final Shape. And this time I decided to use a technique which uses wiffle balls. And I apologize that I didn't record during the time I was putting the shirt on. But basically, I put in about, let's see, I think I put in 7 wiffle balls into this colander, which is raised over the foil pan. So it's not going to sit in its own muck. And I begin to scrunch the shirt around the balls carefully. And I tried to get as much of the uh, Eyes Up Guardian saying on the shirt up on the balls as I could. And again, I'm doing the rainbow colors. So I started with a yellow dye, which is bright yellow. Then I went to bright orange, and then I went to scarlet red. As you can see, I'm putting scarlet red around the spheres, which are the wiffle balls. And then after the red, I put on purple, which I believe I use ultraviolet, which is a beautiful purple. And I'm just taking my time and doing some purple in between the lumps that are the wiffle balls where the shirt is. And so that would be the last color I can use on around the balls. And then on the outside of their shirt, I'm going to put on Nebula Navy, and I will also put on a little bit of my favorite color, which is turquoise. And then we're going to end with bright green to go along the outside edge of the shirt. And again, you know, this video game is one of my son's very favorite games, and he wanted me to give it prismatic effect. So, you know, with any tie-dye, you just truly don't know how it's going to turn out unless you've done them 100 times. But even then, each shirt is so unique. And that's why I love doing them. It's really a beautiful thing to create, beautiful art, wearable art, I should say. Now, after I get all the dye on, of course, I'm going to fill this colander with ice. And I don't need to put any foil around it because it's already got a nice well where the ice can just sit. So that's all we're going to be doing on this. But it really was a challenge to try to isolate that title. So after, and you're going to see what I did with it after, and I still might add a little bit more to it. But I loaded up with ice, and we let the ice go through it and then put more ice on again. So we let this batch for 36 hours, and then Amber always helps me wash out the shirts. So we start with very cool water, and we rinse out as much of the dye as we possibly can. And then we slowly increase the temperature of the water and use a little Dawn dish soap on there, which actually helps stop the processing and allows the shirt to become permanently dyed. And so that the ink won't float off when it is washed onto other clothing, which is a good thing. So here is the front of the shirt, and what I did is I took some black acrylic and put it around the title. And then I used a little gold to fill in the titles again, so the whatever shape that is, and then Eyes Up Guardian, I filled it in as best I could, and then I used a little white to highlight to make it look more like it's dimensional, popping out. But that was a fun shirt. I think I might go use a little more black around it to make it pop a little more. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions on how to do this, ask it in the comments, or please tell me what you think of it. So don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.